Incoming message. Incoming message.
All right, let's see what's going on. It appears to be some kind of SOS beacon. Something's out there that needs rescuing. Go ahead and check it out. I can see the beacon straight ahead. It looks to be some kind of small drop pod. We'll probably investigate a little bit further. Looks to be some kind of drone. How do I get this thing open?
Well, hello, I am G8124, but you may call me Gary. I am a maintenance drone directed to maintain new technology. But it appears that our ship has crashed. Our recharge station has jettisoned to this location.
Wait, what do you talk about new technology? What were you maintaining?
It might be easy to show you. I can take you to a storage depot nearby, where my home is located.
Alright, this better not be a trap.
My station is roughly 20 kilometers away from here. Do you have a jump drive?
Unfortunately, I do not, but we'll get there soon.
And here we are.
Whoa, what have you been maintaining?
These are newly designed. As a reward, and since you need one, feel free to take one.
Are you sure about that?
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much, Gary.
Not a problem. Actually, you mind if I come with you? I'm sure someone will be mad that a jump drive is missing.
Wait, so you telling me we're stealing this? Alright, if that's the case, let's get going. Alright, we made it home.
We have an incoming message.
Alright, so thank you so much for Keen Software House for letting me preview the Jump Drive Type 2, which is part of the Core Systems pack. Don't forget to join the release live stream on Monday, November 24th at 6 p.m. UTC, which is also 1 p.m. Eastern Time and 10 Pacific. Don't forget to check out the description below, as my other fellow Space Engineers YouTubers will be posting previews as well. So now let's dive deep into the Jump Drive Type 2. Alright, so once again, thank you, Keen, for letting me preview the Jump Drive Type 2, which is part of the Core Systems DLC pack, which means it's not part of the free blocks that's coming up with the Core Systems update. Of course, the first thing you'll notice is that it is a animated spinning block right there in the middle of the system itself, which is really awesome. Which it also has a little bit of details, as the little decals such as this right here. Engine, remote operation systems. You got a little bit like panels, barcodes. And what's interesting is that there's a terminal 1 here. And we pop over to the other side. There is a terminal 2. And of course, the terminals look a little bit different on both sides. And it's got a little bit of a catwalk, so you could easily add some kind of stairwell or something like that to climb up to it. So it could probably be either the full steps like these or the half steps into those catwalks, or you can just build catwalks next to it as well, so that all that kind of works out. And of course, it shows green light here to show that it's fully recharged, yellow when it's not fully recharged, and of course red when it's not charged up at all. And it stops spinning. So once we turn it back on, the spin begins. And of course, if you want to see what's on the top end, a little bit of a catwalk, a little bit of some windows here. It looks like it could be like a hatch that can open up. Of course, it's not animated to do that, but that's a possibility as you use your imagination, of course. And the sides, which is really awesome, is that you see more spinning stuff. So right down the core, you see a little bit of a spinning ring that's all connected towards the central piece over there. But again, a little bit more details. Caution moving parts, makes sense. And authorization only right over there. Little buttons. And the opposite side, more spinning. So this was a little bit more of a difference where you have two rings spinning the opposite way. A little bit of caution decal there. And what's interesting is that it shows kind of the weight of the whole entire system, which is pretty cool. And if you're curious what the bottom end looks like, it's basically kind of similar to the top with the hatches and everything like that, minus the window and also the catwalk. So it's a solid piece with some details on it, of course. And it's got the Type A sticker decal there. High voltage little button panel there. Let's dive into it. And what I mean by that, it's to go into it with spectator mode. So going into the outer pieces here, you see a little bit of the circuitry, cables, and everything like that. Right underneath the catwalk, things you see on the outside, these big old cables right over here. High pressure into this made in space. I think I've seen these before. I haven't seen many of that. But pretty cool little valve systems here going through the pipes. And of course, we want to explore what's inside the spinny thing. So we'll go into it. And looks like we don't see too much. All right, that's not too bad. Got the cables and pipings and things like that connected to central spin. Ooh, got a little bit of lighting system right inside, right over there. That's pretty cool. You can see it on the outside too, I guess. Yeah, you can see it from the outside. But little bit of the details, very specific. And it kind of looks like a rotor kind of piece inside. I mean, it is rotating, so it could be similar to a rotor. But that's pretty much it in the inside. I mean, we saw most of the details. I might be missing one or two things. And of course, a little bit of Easter egg here. It says escape, spin, spin on top. If you can't kind of decipher this, it actually says, if you can read this, have a nice day. A little bit of Easter egg if you never knew that. I haven't seen this one. This is in the inside. Warning, tip over hazard. May cause severe injury or death. Do not move this equipment without mechanical assistance. See instructions for details. So now, where can we find instructions? Alright, so I did notice something with the jump drive. So if you're recharging it at a certain percentage, it spins a lot quicker than when it's on rest. And when I say on rest, that's fully charged right over there, or all the other jump drives I have around this warehouse. It's a slow spin, but look at this. So it's nearly fully charged, and you see the spin on this thing. The closer you are to 100% charge, the faster it goes. So here you can kind of see the difference from the left and right one. Right, it's fully charged, so it probably will end up slowing down significantly. And it's probably end up like the rest state over there. Yep, it looks like it's slowing down based on the full recharge and everything like that. So once again, this is Jump Drive Type 2, which in block size, it is the same as the original Jump Drive as you see here. It is, in terms of blocks, is 3 across, 2 high, and 3 in terms of depth. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this preview and, of course, the update that's coming soon, which is called Core Systems Update. And of course, there's going to be the DLC pack along with it. Don't forget to check out the link below because other Space Engineers YouTubers will be also showcasing the Core Systems Update and also what's in the Core Systems DLC pack.
And of course, we will see you next time.